Okay, so welcome back everyone. We're in Gromgol, and it's been a few days since I played this guy. I don't remember if I think I did some traveling off camera. I think we were in Orgrimmar maybe, and I went over to... I think I took the Zeppelin over here. Don't quite remember, sorry about that. What I wanted to do, let's see. So we were going to go to Booty Bay, I know, and we're going to go back to Swamp of Sorrows. I'm just double checking there's nothing else I plan to do before we... Stonard... Sinjin Village, yeah, we'll go there eventually. That's for that spider poison quest. Back to Booty Base. This is the quest we need to do today. That is actually a pretty easy one for us. We might ding 47 today. We've got a lot of kill quests, so that helps. I guess what we need to do is just fly down to the Booty Bay. I guess there's a follow-up to this, but I don't remember where this leads to. I remember saying this last episode. The whole thing was kind of throwing me off. I was like, oh man, I guess I really do have some quests here to do still. Excuse me. My mustache is gone. I don't think I had that last episode. Took it off. I enjoyed it. It was nice, but it was time. And this has been like a few days now since I shaved, and I'm already, I've got constant 5 o'clock shadow. Even if I shave real close, I'll get 5 o'clock shadow, by 5 o'clock. So my facial hair grows quite quickly, which is nice, because it means I can take all the stuff off, the mustache, the beard, and not have my heart sink, even if I don't. I like the way I look a little bit more with the beard, I think, honestly. But it's nice for the summer as it gets warmer out, although I'm basically indoors all the time anyway now, due to ongoing COVID-19 shenanigans. But even if I take it off, it comes back pretty fast, so, it's not so bad. Today's like the 29th of April. I'm so far behind. I recorded so many episodes in a row, but I've only uploaded about once every other day at the most. Sometimes I go a few days in a row, but usually about every other day. And I got kind of a backlog of recorded episodes that I wasn't uploading. But now, so I took a few days off from playing so I could kind of catch up. And yeah, that's where we're at now. I'm still a little behind, but I'm getting there. This video probably won't go up, for sure will not go up until sometime in May. Alright, back to Cravel. Is that the name of this quest? Yo! Back to Booty Bay. Cravel's scheme. I see Cravel has a big scheme planned. He has a sinister mind. I like that about him. So you'll need something to addle wits. Something powerful. I wonder if the mixture Zanzel feeds zombies could be used. Keep it real! Are we gonna go get Zanzel's mixture? Is that what this quest is? I thought we already did that quest. Am I wrong? I just heard someone stealth around us. Okay, I figured out how to use Zanzel's mixture with stout to make a powerful libation, a fool's stout. Okay. That's literally it. I bring it back. I have 2 hours to do that. What? This is annoying. Okay, how do we want to do this? What is a stupid quest line? I don't remember this quest line. I really don't. Why do we have a 2-hour timer on this quest? Why? Why would you do this to me? Alright, let's do this. Let's go...
What do you need?
And do a wee bit o' killing over in Stonard. And then... because I just feel like doing some quests over there. Let's go over there. Let's go return to Felzarul. Get that started. And then let's go do... Threat from the Sea, fresh meat. Let's work on those a little bit, Let's do a little bit of that. Yeah, that'd be nice. I also I have a little treat for my character here. So, once we're level 47, we'll be able to use a two-handed mace, that epic one. I always mix these up. I think it's the Terran Icebreaker. It's in the mailbox. It's been sitting there forever. About a month, actually. We just haven't quite gotten high enough level. But once I... M47, we can use that two-handed mace, which will probably replace the Chief's Enforcer. As much fun as this has been, I think the Terran Icebreaker has a higher DPS. So we'll swap them. I have to skill that up, it's going to take a little while. But I also sent over all the materials for life-stealing enchant to put on that, which is so pointless. Honestly, it's a little bit silly. It's not pointless. It's just not an amazing enchant, but it would be kind of fun. I mean, literally, I'm doing it just for the funsies, just for There's a little bit of a glow on the weapon. It's going to look cool, and it'll be kind of fun just to watch that bad boy proc. And I think what it does is, my understanding is that Fiery Weapon has a slightly higher damage per second over the course of a minute, but the life stealing, is that right? How does this work? I think Fiery does a little more damage, but life stealing, of course, then also heals you. I think the damage difference is very slight. I think Fiery is barely more damage. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But I'm going to go ahead. I've never really used Life-Stealing Weapon, probably not since Vanilla. Like, literally, I don't think I've enchanted a single weapon since probably, it was like 2005. I probably stopped using it once my Rogue was higher level in Vanilla, because I would do the 15 Agility enchant, or maybe Crusader, but I think I did 15 Agility enchant to my weapons, if I remember right, as a Rogue. Almost for sure. I was certainly dual wielding, and I was probably doing 15 Agility on each weapon. I don't quite remember, it's been so long. But that was likely. Anyway, and I do remember using a life-stealing enchant at some point in Vanilla. I think while I was leveling, or maybe when I just got to 60 and I didn't know what was like optimal. But this I'm excited about. I'm excited to give this a shot. So it's a little bit unconventional to put on a Shaman two-hander, but I don't necessarily need to be min-maxing everything. It's kind of for fun. So what we're going to do is maybe spend about an hour over here killing some stuff today, and then... can I move this? No, I can't. And then about towards the end of the episode, I'll probably hearth to Orgrimmar, and then we'll fly down to Neris and turn in this quest. So I think we will definitely do this today. Ooh, it's raining in the Deadwind Pass. What a beautiful zone when it's all rainy like this. Such a cool zone. Very, very strong atmosphere here. Where is Karazhan? Can we see it? There it is. There it is in the distance. You can barely see Karazhan up at the top there. And it's out of view now. There's a detour there. So right, so we split this way instead of that. This way is where you go to see the Karazhan Tower. I don't know if there's any quests in Deadwind. I think there might be a couple. There might be one related to the Atiesh staff. There might be one related to it. I think. Anyway, we'll see. We'll check out Deadwind at some point when I'm closer to level 60. I think I'm going to go to Deadwind and just grind on mobs for a little while. It's kind of a cool area. I don't spend enough time there on any of my characters, but I really like that area just for farming mobs. I think it's kind of fun. So I do tend to go over there sometimes. I've gotten a little bit out of the habit of fast-forwarding videos during flights. I used to do that a lot in my Vanilla Let's Play series, my Orc Warlock or my Druid Priest. But, my Druid Priest, my Dwarf Priest. And I was like, Druid Priest? That doesn't sound right. My Dwarf Priest. But I've gotten out of that a bit here for some reason. I tend to talk over most of these. Let's go up here, turn in our quest. Here we go. There's going to be a follow-up to this. Return to Fel Zerul. 3750 experience. The Guardian Talisman. It's kind of a cool trinket. But we need to go into the Sunken Temple to do that. The Temple of Atalhakar. We're not going to be doing that right now, but at some point we will. So today, I think we can safely mount up and go over here and just kill a bunch of mobs, pretty much. That's really all we're doing. How do we get out of here? There we go. Yeah, so a couple things. Let's see what's going on lately in my life. Shave my mustache. That was a big moment for me. Working from home still. Putting together a couple papers to try and send out for peer review for my lab. Those are going a little bit slower than expected, but they're going. They're going. I just had a meeting this morning for like 2 hours, and I'm taking a bit of a break, playing WoW for an hour, and then I go back to work. Not physically go back to work, but get back to work, I should say. And then, otherwise, you know, I'm doing well, family's doing well, wife seems to be doing well. You know, we're all kind of feeling it a little bit more now. We've been here long enough, kind of sort of locked inside. My wife and I are a lot sick of it, but a little more anxious about it. We worry about our parents. My my wife's father's 70 and my dad is 65, so they're up there in age. They're kind of at the at-risk group for infections or complications due to COVID-19. So we worry about them, but they've been pretty good about kind of staying home as best they can and being cautious, but not perfect. No one's ever perfect with those things, and they're thankfully on the side of they seem to care. Some people, I think, kind of are like, nah, I'm fine, I don't need to worry about this stuff, but they are on the side of seeming to want to avoid unnecessary risks, which is good. Let's go farther north to get the monstrous crawlers. I don't know, maybe we just kill everything we see along the way. Maybe that makes sense. Do I have my big staff out? Let's get big staff out. These guys are... What's my skill on my staff now? I think I might have skilled it up enough that I'm be okay. So... let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens with this. I might need to switch back. This might be a mistake. Let's see if we're getting a lot of glancing blows. My actions. Glancing. The first one was not glancing. Parry. Glancing. Okay, we're getting a lot of glancing blows still. This might be a problem. I might switch back to my other dagger. At the same time, I kind of want to skill this thing up so much. It's just like, it's hard. I don't know what to do. There we go. It's a lower level mob, but Ink Spewer. We need these anyway. Let's pull it. Resist, of course. It's like, oh, it's lower level. This will be easy. Resist. The 2-level difference should make a pretty considerable difference on whether we get glancing blows or not. Yeah, still glancing. I don't know. We might tough it out a little bit. It's not terrible. This Ink Spear. A couple more skill ups will make a big difference for us. The problem is we're spending time skilling this thing up, but honestly, if I end up switching to the two-handed mace shortly anyway, it doesn't really matter. And I'm 100% eventually going to be respecking. I don't know when I will, but at some point I'm going to respec, and I'll have to retrain. Well, I guess just axes and maces. The staff we have anyway, so that's not so bad. Okay, could be worse. Let's go ahead and get a heal. Yeah, so just gonna kill a bunch of stuff today. And of all things to kill, Murlocs are... We're gonna keep moving north, I guess, because we do need the monstrous crawlers, which are up this way, and along the way we'll kill any Murlocs that are relevant to us, but... yeah, Murlocs are kind of fun to kill. They're fun to kill as long as they're not running into other mobs and causing some shenanigans for us, which they are wont to do, They like to cause problems and aggro to other stuff. 213 staff skill, sweet. Moving on up. We're not going to level up today, by the way. I'm looking at how slow these things are dying, and it's just not going to happen, I don't think. And especially if we're going to take some time to travel back to Thousand Needles, which, by the way, we need flesh eaters, yeah, we do. What is the follow-up to this quest? Like, what do we... This quest chain is so long. I really don't know what comes after this, though. Zanzel's Mixture and a Fool Stout. I'm really, really curious where this quest goes. Flesh Eaters don't flee. That's wonderful. They enrage, which is its own downsides, but I almost prefer that to fleeing. Okay, we're gonna pull 2 mobs of this one? That's bad. Wow. It's pretty bad that we pulled 2 mobs, but we at least blew this one up, like, hardcore. That was nice. That was really good, and I'm glad I think we got like almost back-to-back Wind Fury crits on it. Or not crits, but back-to-back Wind Fury procs, which, man, that makes a huge difference. I'm still not getting over how good that is, the two-hander. It's so much fun. I just want to get the slowest two-hander I can get, put plus weapon damage on it, stack as much attack power as I can, and go and PvP people. That's really what I want to do at some point. That's going to happen. I've been mailing all my bandages, all my cloth away to my bank, and I haven't been making any, so I'm almost out of bandages, which is kind of a mistake. I have a ton of Mage Weave. I literally have I had something like 500 pieces of Mage Weave or something, maybe more than that, on my bank, and I ended up selling about, I think I had 600 pieces of Mage Weave. I sold about 300 pieces to someone because I was just looking at it like, my bank was full. Oh, okay, got deleted. My bank was getting full of just Mage Weave, so I finally went ahead and sold half of it. I want to use some to make, I think it was iron grenades you use them for. But I eventually want to make some more bandages. And I'll probably send a bunch of cloth back to this guy to do that. But, oh, so something kind of fun. So we got a Switch a little while ago. I think I talked about this. I know I talked about this. I got a Switch a little while ago, maybe back in early March. I happened to pre-order the Animal Crossing one, which worked out really well. I didn't have Animal Crossing. I just liked the way the Switch looked. Worked out really well for us to have that. Like super well. The timing was great because they suddenly sold out like nationwide after that. So I've got that, and I went ahead and I beat, I know I talked about this, I already beat the Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Ooh, shield. Field Plate Shield of Strength. It's not better than what we have. That's a nice shield though. Like, honestly, it's a good shield. Plus 10 strength is a solid thing to pick up on a shield. I beat the Link's Awakening game, really enjoyed it, super fun, highly recommend it. This guy, by the way, Jarquois, is the next mob you kill, I think, after you finish Threat from the Sea. So we'll eventually come back to that guy, but we're going to skip him for now. I'm going to kind of mosey on past that whole pack there, because they'll all aggro onto each other, I think. I'm going to skip all that. We're getting a lot of Flesh Eaters and Ink Spewers, but weirdly no just straight up Murlocs. It's kind of funny. So, beat that. I'm almost done with Luigi's Mansion in terms of the main story. I think I'm on floor 12 of 15 floors. It's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed Luigi's Mansion. I took a break from it, though, because I found a game. I have like a list of games I've wanted to buy for the Switch ever since it came out, and I kind of just kept track of it. And so when I got a Switch, I didn't buy them all immediately. I basically said, okay, I'm going to wait until any of these games goes on sale, and one by one I'll buy them. So Golf Story went on sale recently. I think it was like $5 or $10 off, so I got it for I think $7.50, maybe $10. I think it's classified as an indie game. It's I forgot my totem was back there. Make sure it's in range. It's a golf RPG. The last time I played anything like that was Mario Golf for the Game Boy Color, I think it was, or maybe Game Boy Advance. Anyway, it's been super fun. I highly recommend Golf Story if you have at least a slight interest in golf games and you like RPGs. It's not crazy in like deep in terms of gameplay, but it's been a lot of fun, which is all I really ask for in a game. So I've enjoyed it. So I've been playing Golf Story a lot. I kind of put Luigi's Mansion on the shelf for a little bit to play some Golf Story. I find Golf Story a little more relaxing than Luigi's Mansion. Luigi's Mansion is a little more... It's a puzzle game, but there's like action components to it. There's, you're not just... It's not a turn-based puzzle thing, whereas Golf Story sort of feels like a turn-based RPG almost. And anyway, to me, it's not really turn-based, but to me, it's much more chill. So I've been playing that a little more than Luigi's Mansion. We just killed our first monstrous crawler of the day, and we did not get a leg, which is a bummer. Alright, let's keep moseying along. Maybe when I go to Orgrimmar, see if I can find someone to do the life-stealing enchant on the... I guess I just mount up. I thought I'd see a mob sooner, so I didn't mount, but all these Ghost Wolf and... Where are all the mobs? It's weird. It's someone that must have cleared everything over here. It's going to be some up by this hut. But maybe... There we go. When we go to Orgrimmar, I'll stop. Even though we can't equip the two-hander yet, I'll get someone to enchant it for us. That would be a nice use of our time while we're there. Maybe a guildie will be on that can help. A little off topic. But yeah, so Golf Story's been a lot of fun. Another game that I was sort of interested in but never really cared about because I really like working out at a gym. Like almost all my exercise I do is 3 of 10 crawler legs, by the way. Got another one. Almost all the exercise I do is when I go to the gym, usually weight training, a little bit of stationary biking, but primarily that's my like focused workout time. However, due to all the gyms closing pretty much across the country, I have not been able to go to the gym, and I was missing that a lot. And so I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to get Ring Fit Adventure for my Switch. Whoa, that's a big crocodile. Big boy. So there's like no Murlocs up here and none of the monstrous crawlers. Where are the monstrous crawlers at? There's only a few of them back there. Huh. I want to go all the way up here to see. I noted this the other day and I just don't remember whether or not there's any Murlocs up here. I guess not. That's a bummer. Okay. Well, it looks like we need to go about 2/3 of the way up and down to get Murlocs and or crawlers. Or the monstrous crawlers. Okay, so I was like, you know what would be a good exercise? Would be, or at least better than nothing. I'm really not doing a lot right now. Maybe going for walks a little bit. But I don't have really any gym equipment. I have a few dumbbells that max out at 20 pounds, which I've been using as best I can. But it doesn't feel as good as going to the gym for me. I was like, let's do Ring Fit Adventure. If you know about this game, it's $80 in the US on the manufacturer's suggested retail price. Normal Switch games are maybe around $60. This is $20 more because it is like this ring controller that's a Pilates ring, basically, that you attach one of the controllers to, one of the Switch controllers to. And it kind of senses your motions. It also provides resistance. So it's like a ring that, like, as you push in on it, provides more resistance the more you're pushing. It's a pretty nice ring. And there's like a leg strap where the other, there we go, another monstrous crawler, where the other controller for the Switch would go, and that helps monitor your leg movement. So if you don't know about this, basically there's a shortage of Switch hardware. Thankfully I've got the Switch itself, and there's also a severe shortage of Ring Fit Adventure. So for reasons unclear to me, they stopped producing it, I think due to COVID-19. Essentially, some factory one or more factories were shut down, and one of those is the one that produced Ring Fit Adventure. I think this game is particularly difficult because there's multiple components to it. It's not just the cart for the game itself, but you also have the ring control, the Pilates ring I was mentioning, as well as the leg strap. So if any of those components for any of those factories shut down, production stops for the game completely, right? So I think that's what happened. And there's no digital version of the game, because you need the ring controller and the leg strap. So I've been stalking all sorts of websites trying to find a copy of the game. I finally found a copy of the game and got it on Amazon Warehouse. Someone was selling it for $140, so it's, $60 above the suggested retail price. And it was a used copy. It said it was in very good condition, and I was like, well, it's kind of gross in my mind using like used gym equipment, especially something strapped to your leg. I was like, you know what? That's all washable. I'll just get it. I'll wash it. It's still way at $150. If you look on eBay, they're selling for like $250 for used copies, or $300 or more sometimes for brand new copies. Like, I'm not paying. Even the $150 felt kind of bad, but there's no way I'm not paying $300 for this game. I could sort of justify this because my gym membership, the $150 I could sort of justify as being, it's a lot of money compared to my gym membership, which is like $30 a month. But I was like, well, if I don't go to the gym for 3 months, I almost can justify the cost in that sense. So, all right. So I get it. It comes in the mail. Looks pretty good, but it's missing the leg strap. And I look back at the Amazon description, and it doesn't say incomplete or anything on there. This guy's taking forever to kill. Oh my gosh. This mist stuff is gross. This ink spray is a 50% chance, reduced chance they score a hit. It's pretty nasty. So it's missing the leg strap, and the description says in good condition, and then at the end it says includes game and ring controller. I overlooked that when I bought it, and I didn't realize. I just assumed that meant that they were saying, oh, by the way, it does include those things, and I didn't think to myself, oh, that means it's not including the leg strap. It didn't say that. And it didn't say incomplete anywhere. So I messaged them, and I'm like, hey, this is missing the leg strap, which you need to play the game. I'm wondering if it's possibly like a partial refund. because I didn't say that in the description. I didn't realize, and I genuinely didn't realize it. I don't think I would have bought it. And so they're like, hey, we're sorry about that. Here is a $30 refund, okay? And I was like, that's awesome. So the thing is, you can buy the ring controllers and the leg straps independently. There's like third-party manufacturers that make some, or apparently have stock of them. I don't know. So for $12, I bought a replacement leg strap that is supposed to be coming in the mail tomorrow. So my final cost was $150 plus 12, so $162 minus 30, so $132. It's still overpriced compared to the retail price, but I don't feel quite as bad as buying from the gougers that are selling for $300 on eBay. And yeah, and honestly, so I've been using it. I don't have the leg strap yet, but I threw the controller into my pocket and kind of actually stuffed a few socks into my pocket to like hold the leg strap kind of, or the left controller sort of in place in the correct orientation. And honestly, it worked fine. And I've played it twice now. I'm going to wait. I decided I'd wait a couple more days for the leg strap to get here just to make it a bit easier. But dude, that game kicked my butt. Like my cardio is severely lacking as of late, especially. And I was just getting torched by it. I went through the first couple levels and I was like, oh man, I'm getting smoked here. It's been a ton of fun though. I really, really like it. And I think it's a great thing to have, especially during the quarantine. But even after the quarantine's all said and done, I expect I'm going to pull it out a couple times a week to play it. It's pretty fun. Anyway, sorry for that very long tangent about Nintendo Switch. I love Nintendo games, man. I don't know. I love Nintendo games. Oh, Monstrous Crawler walked right up on us. Sweet. By the way, I have to go back and find the Marsh Murlocs. They must be farther south because I think I saw a couple, but I didn't kill any. But nothing over here is a Marsh Murloc, you know. These are all flesh eaters. We need one more of, and ink spewers, which we're done with. If I can get that quest done today, I'd be pretty happy. We can at least finish that up, turn it in. Then we can come back up here to kill Jarqua. And, kill that guy real good. Real good. Alright. There's a crawler here, which is great. Does a crawler pull this flesh eater? It doesn't really matter if it does, because we need both. But I don't think they have social aggro with each other. So I'll find out in a moment. Nope, all good. Alright, we'll kill this guy. We'll kill the flesh eater over here right next to him. And then we will... my staff skill's up to 216, by the way. It has gone up... What are we at? We were at 212 maybe when we started this? Looks like about 212. So we're going to have 4 skill points. Almost a whole level's worth of skill ups, which is nice. Got another crawler leg. It's good. But yeah, I think we can at least finish this quest. Then maybe the monstrous crawler meet. I don't know. We're having bad luck finding them, but should be able to get this done. Oh man, what a world we live in these days. It's so strange. I know a lot of places in the U.S. are starting to go back to normalcy. Like they're starting to let people back to work and stuff. I think Georgia is one of the first ones that really made a big change in that. We're up to 217 staff skill now. Nice. But man, small lustrous pearl out of that. That's kind of cool. It's not that I don't think we should go back. It's that I think we need a plan to go back. I think a lot of these places are just kind of opening, and they don't. And they're like, oh yeah, we do recommend you still follow guidelines of wearing masks and social distancing, but you can start business again. It feels kind of weak. I feel like they're just kind of hand waving away the concerns, and I think places. It's so complicated to me because like at one hand, there's no question that the stay-at-home order is causing... We'll see more information about this when papers come out in the next few months. But I'm very confident that the stay-at-home order is resulting in a lot of people with... There's some Murlocs. That's not what I want. I want this guy. It's causing a lot of people to have severe increases in depression, anxiety, right? And now maybe you can make an argument that if we didn't have stay-at-home orders and we had significantly higher deaths, which we would, that you would have even more anxiety and depression occurring. It's hard. I don't know how you would measure that. But either way, you're going to get a lot more issues with mental health in the US and globally related to this. We got our first Marsh Murloc, by the way. That was exciting. And I don't know an easy solution for all that. So, but I'm saying is I do see the argument people have saying, hey, we need to get people out. We need to get things back to work. A lot of people have very little savings and they aren't getting paid anymore. They're going to run out of money to pay rent or even just food. I mean, like, literally, I feel like things like rent can be pushed aside to some extent, and they should be, at least on a more governmental scale temporarily. But I just get that it's a complicated mess for a lot of people. And so, like, I see the advantages of getting people back to work, but I also see the risks involved. And I think if you're gonna send people back, you're gonna open things up, you have to do it as carefully and as cautiously as possible. And I fear that a lot of, a lot of regions in the U.S. are not being as cautious as I think they need to be, and I think it's gonna be a problem. I got a black pearl out of that, not really that valuable, but they look kind of cool. So I guess I don't really know what I'm saying. It's a problem. It's a mess either way. There's no easy answer. And I think people saying that, oh, we just need to stay at home. I mean, yes, we do. But I think some people don't understand that there's a negative to that, right? And I'm not saying that the negative is worse than the negative of just having had no quarantines. I mean, I'm on the side 100% that the stay-at-home orders were a good thing. They were a net positive despite the negatives that come with them. I believe they've been a net positive. I just recognize that with every action taken, there's a reaction of some sort, some response, something else that happens. And in this case, the response is that a lot of people, the economy crashed. Now, to be fair, I think the economy was going to crash anyway, because I think people are smart enough that they would have been like, hey, a lot of people are dying from this, and it would have been so much worse if people did not stay home. I mean, I can't tell you, like, it would have been, I think, significantly, as in like log scale, worse. I think instead of having 50,000 deaths in the US right now, I think we would have had 500,000 deaths right now if we had not had any stay-at-home orders. I think 500,000 might be optimistic given that we've gotten this many deaths with the stay-at-home orders. I think it would have been 10 times worse. I think legitimately would have had 500,000 deaths in the US from COVID-19 if we had no stay-at-home orders enacted across the states. Now, initially I didn't quite expect that. I think if you look back to some of my older videos, I said that I didn't expect it to be more than 1 million cases in the US. And I think I've since said that I was wrong. Obviously I was wrong. And the important thing is, honestly, is like I was gathering information based on what I had read at the time. A lot had changed since that was months ago at this point, so a lot's changed since then, but it's one of the things that I really like about my career is that sometimes I'm wrong, right? Like I'm straight up wrong sometimes. I have like hypotheses, I have experiments I run that I think something's going to happen, and sometimes it just doesn't happen. It does not work. But I go back and I say, okay, well, why didn't it work? What was wrong? And I look at Swamposaurus under attack. Who's attacking Swamposaurus? Do I have to go kill that Lobie again? Wasn't that last episode someone did that? Or am I... You know what? No, that was, like a hairmouth. That was, on my druid. I was running around farming some herbs out here, and a random, like, level 30 alliance was killing one of our guards. I just, like, walked up and just one-shot him. I was like, what are you doing? I'm gonna attack our humble little outpost. So anyway, one of the things I love is that I'm allowed to be wrong in my day-to-day job, and I try not to be, of course. And when I am wrong, I'm like, okay, why was I wrong? What happened? And I try to adjust my hypothesis going forward. Along the way, I acknowledge I was wrong. I'm not just like, oh, I was never wrong. You were wrong. It's like, no, I was wrong, I think it's one of the things that frustrates me a little bit about some of the politicians in the US and globally, or even just some of the talking doctor heads that you see on TV and stuff. It's like that Dr. Drew guy. Dude was wrong, kind of apologized, sort of, but then like still twisted into being like, oh, I wasn't that wrong. I think people just misunderstood me. And I'm like, dude, no, you were like And it's like some pretty blatant examples of some of these people being actually wrong and just not owning up to it. And it is infuriating to me. It's like, I get it. You have an ego and you have a persona you have to protect of being this crazy, talented doctor on TV, but it's like you're actually putting people's lives at risk, you know? So, I don't know. I find it a little bit disappointing when people can't own up to being wrong or misinterpreting data. By the way, we have now killed all of the marsh murlocs. So that was one of the things I was out here to do today, and we have done it. So they seem to be, by the way, south for the most part of the Misty Reed Strand little camp here. So that's where they are. Okay. Up there's a turn-in. It should be a follow-up to this. I think it's actually killing more not the named murlocs, but like the mystics. I think we saw a mystic back there. I think that's what we have to kill. Threat from the sea. Speak with Tokar in the Swamp of Sorrows. Before you take a rest, speak to Tokar again. He's gonna offer one of these weapons to us. Cool. Oh, that sounds nice. Free weapon, I'll take that. Okay. You've returned. Good. I finished crafting more weapons for our fight against the Murlocs. For bringing us the fresh sawtooth meat, and for bringing a small smile to Katar's face, I offer one of them to you. A Murloc Shanker, a Murloc Basher, and a Murloc Chopper. That's a cool looking mace. It's just a spike. It's like a classic spiky ball mace. That act's kind of fun. So what are any of these better than what we have? This two-hander is way less DPS than ours. No, we're not gonna use that. Is the one-handed two-handed mace is lower? Is the one-handed... I mean, there's some stats in these. Actually, the stats are pretty nice. 15 strength and 6 stamina is really good. But I don't think that compensates for the more than 10 DPS difference. Same over here, 18 stamina does not compensate. The one-hander, I think, is also worse than our one-hander. The 29.7 DPS versus 25 with some stats. Nah. We'll take the 3600 experience and the chopper, and we're going to vendor off the chopper later. Now this guy gives us a follow-up, which I think tells us to kill more than...
What do you need?
Yeah, the ink spewers, flesh eaters, and oracles, yeah.
For the whole
Okay. We got a little more time in this episode, so let's go... I think I'm going to try to focus on the monstrous crawlers. If I can. There's not very many of these, but... I definitely want to... get our quest done back in... There's a monstrous crawler. Swamp of... Not Swamp, sorry. 1,000 Needles. Let's get this back up. And this. And one of these. But I think for today, we're just going to wrap up at killing the monstrous crawlers. I don't think we're going to have time to kill the crawlers and the murlocs we need, which is another 30 murlocs. Man, that's actually a good quest, though. I don't know, maybe we should just kill as many as we can until we get low on time. Flesh eaters, ink spewers, and the oracles. Oracles are kind of harder to find, as I recall. But there's a lot of flesh eaters here. Let's just do these guys. We'll go ahead and kill a bunch of them. Throw some dynamite down. Boom. Got him. It's good timing on the dynamite. It was like just after my totem blasted him. Yeah, I think we kill these guys, and then we kill Jarquois for the next quest. I think it's the end of the Murloc quest on the coastline. Although I do think there is one to kill... There's this Swamp Tucker quest, which it says it's a red quest, but I don't think it's that difficult. I think we could do it, especially if we hit 47 first. I think we'll be able to do it pretty easily. So my goal is to try to get in a situation where we can do that. Come on, back up. Into the totem. Oh, resist. What do you resist? Oh, the totems attack, I guess. The trick for this one is getting the oracles. There's not a lot of them. I don't recall there being a lot of spawns, so I have to kind of go out of my way to find those. In fact, as I say that, I remember doing this quest and thinking that the way to do it is to just focus on the oracles and then kill anything around the oracles that you need to kill, but don't bother killing. There's an oracle. Is there one in here? Yeah, there's one. I was gonna say, I think I remember them being in here, weirdly enough. I don't know if they can aggro through this wall, but I think they might be able to. I'm gonna kind of back up slowly. I keep zapping these guys. I just don't want them to flee, especially. That's what I'm really expecting to have happen. But I think the way to do it is just focus on the oracles, because you're going to pull other mobs along the way. Let's interrupt that heal, of course. Like, this oracle is going to pull this flesh eater, so I'm going to probably want to get ready to, just kill both those. I'm getting all these big mouth clams, but I'm hoping for another golden pearl. That was so awesome. A few episodes back, I got that golden pearl with the right after. How do I do this? We got the golden pearl right after we got the underworld band. That was a cool combination. I was pretty psyched about that. This guy's gonna heal now, isn't he? Oh, can't heal if you're dead. That's my motto. I did get blown up. That was awesome. Alright, I'm going to heal, though, before this guy aggro's onto us. But yes, this is what I'm saying. We pulled the oracle, killed it, and then we killed the flesh eater. So instead of focusing on flesh eaters, I think just killing oracles and then whatever's near the oracle is the way to go. Up to 219 weapon skill on our staff. We're getting there. We should be seeing a lot fewer. Oh, we're still getting a fair amount of glancing blows, but it should be getting fewer and fewer, I think. This is a 44, it's kind of a high level guy, admittedly, but we're getting closer. Okay, loot him up. Nothing too fun there. Zesty clam meat, sure. Let's give it a heal and get this monstrous crawler over here. I don't see any more oracles. Very close to leveling up, very close. Well, still got about 20% level to go, so not quite there, but getting there. If we got both these quests done, I bet we would ding. I bet we'd do it. How much experience do we need? 95,000. So we need about 20, about 30,000 almost. A fair amount. We need about 30,000, and every 3 kills is about is a little more than 1,000. So I don't know. It's close. I wish his crawler legs dropped with more frequency. I wonder if there's some more of these guys out in the water out here a little bit further. I bet there are. You know, what I need to do today is my wife, this is one of my wife's work days where she's working on campus. I was dropping her off this morning. I'm going to pick her up. I think she's running a little bit late. She's running a little bit late. Let's see. No reply just yet. I might take advantage of that and do a little more into this. Like, not leave here immediately and stop this episode soon, start another episode up, and stay here, finish up these quests if I can, and then go back to 1,000 Needles, maybe. While we're here, I'm going to thank my Patreon supporters, especially Timothy B, Luke D, and Chris S. Thank you 3 specifically, but as always, I really do appreciate the support from everyone that follows the channel, even the people that aren't Patreon supporters. I've said that before, but your time's valuable, and your attention's valuable, and I think a lot of people undervalue their time and attention and don't realize how you only have so much time and attention, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And so it's like, if you spend any of that on watching me play a game, man, I don't know, man, that's awesome. Like, I appreciate it. I think it's great. That's what I'm saying, though. It's like, I understand the value of someone's time, so I appreciate it. Well, we got 6 of 10 crawler legs. There's another monstrous crawler right up here. I'm gonna skirt into the water a little more, see if we can find. Yeah, maybe there are some in there that I'm just kind of overlooking. I drop this totem, pull this guy. I wonder if I'm kind of just missing some of these guys out here. Like, maybe this would be a bit faster if I spend a little more time looking kind of on the water's edge for these. Although I think they're this is about the end of where we saw them last time. I'll look a little more and see. It'd be nice to pick up a few more if we can. I'd love to get the quest done. It's kind of a boring quest. I don't really love killing these mobs. I find them kind of dull. They don't really do anything. And Yeah, there's another one. So we got 7 of 10. Okay, it's happening. Okay. Now, let's kill this guy. See a totem. And maybe 8 of 10. Let's cross our fingers. I'm going to stop the drink after this kill because we're super out of mana. Nice. So 8 of 10, so 2 more. On the other hand, let's see. Anyone able to do life stealing, enchant to weapon in org at the moment? Got the mats. That'd be quite fun if we could make that happen. Sweet. So maybe awesome. So we got someone that can do it. Alright, we're down to the silt crawlers here, which are not the ones I really want. Let's do some water walking. Cool. Finishing up a quest here. So might be 5 to 10 minutes if you're still free. If not, no big deal. I'm kind of swimming out here a little bit deeper, trying to see if I can find any. Oh, there's more murlocs out here. A lot more oracles out here too. Interesting. I guess I didn't expect there to be other mobs that deep out here. It's hard to see them under the water. But that's good to know. Some oracles kind of deep out here. I'm most looking for the crawlers at the moment. Alright, so he's doing battlegrounds, so I'll try to catch him in between. Nice. I do not like honor farming. It is so unfun for me. I do not participate in that madness. It's just not enjoyable. Just don't enjoy it. Some crocs way out here. That's fun. Huh. I like world PvP a lot. I love world PvP. It's probably why Alterac Valley is my favorite PvP instance, because it's... Oh, there's 2 oracles there. That's cool. Because it's the closest thing to kind of world PvP in terms of a battleground. Just it's so big and it's a little more spread out, so you sometimes kind of just run into random people. A little more like where you're more isolated. Let's drop a grounding totem. That sounds fun. I'm kind of just soaking up a lot of this damage right now. Alright, oh no, come on, there we go. Okay, he like started to run, I was like, oh no, here we go. I'm gonna heal up, this guy's lightning bolting me, I should be okay to survive this. Perfect, that works. It's another grounding totem. Good job, grounding totem. Let's Earth Shock that guy. I'm going to back him up a little bit. It's because he's going to probably flee in a moment. Let's do that. Come on, kill him. Come on, crit. Come on, win for your crit. Come on, win for your crit. There we go. That'll do. That'll do. I just didn't want him to flee into a bunch of mobs, you know? I really saw it coming, but it didn't turn out that way, so that was great. Okay. I know we need more Flesh Eaters and Ink Spearers and all that, but again, I'm kind of looking for the monstrous crawlers. Maybe there's a few more here. We're getting kind of low on the coastline here. I don't know if we'll see any more. There's one. Okay. At least one. Let's try and get these last few. So the goal is finish this quest if I can. And then, excuse me. And then once I finish up the quest, turn it in, Hearth to Orgrimmar, get our enchant, and move on from there. That's sort of the plan. We'll see though. Alright. Okay, we got 9 of 10, so I'm just like so ready to be done with this quest. Any more out here? No. Oh, there's one. Let's pull this guy back. I am not going to drop any totems because I don't want him to, I don't want the totems to aggro anything right now. I I did a Storm Strike, Earth Shock combo. Hopefully this is the last skill. Got a stun on him, bonked him. Here we go. Oh, whoa, hey, no. Regal Gloves of Fiery Wrath. 17 fire spell damage. It's kind of cool. Not amazing, but kind of cool. Dang it. That'd have been wonderful, though, if that guy had dropped the last claw we needed. That'd have been really nice. The last leg. I don't know if we're going to get any more down here. I think we're going too far south. Those are silt crawlers again. Okay. That'd have been so nice. We're so close to the turn in. We got to go back north. Find one more that drops the thing we need. We'll finish that. Turn it in. Hearth to Orgrimmar. Get our weapon enchanted. And then, here we go, monstrous. Let's do it. There's a patrol over here. I'm gonna hang. Oh, there we go. Okay. I thought they patrolled a bit further than that, but I guess not. Come on, let's hit him once more. Kill him. There we go. Oh, the drop rate. Why? We'll get it. We will. I just want the, It always seems it kind of works that way. Not always. Oftentimes, I observe that, where you're struggling to get that last drop from some quest. It's one of the worst feelings in WoW when you're so close to finishing a quest, especially a quest you don't really... Like, I'm not super hyped in this quest, obviously. It's a little boring. I don't think it's a good reward for it. Yeah, I would not call this an amazing reward. Probably nothing we're going to use. Literally just going to vendor everything, I'd guess. But the experience is nice, and we're killing mobs. Like, when you're kind of grinding quests like these, they're kind of my favorite quests. Oh, come on. The game's just taunting me now. We're 0 for 3. For the last 3, we're 0. I'm sort of tab targeting out here in case I pick something up I can't see, but I'll get it. We got an hour left on our quest timer for the Zanzel's mixture, so... There's another one. Let's do it. Alright. Totem. Shock. Storm Strike for that extra attack. Which I don't know if is really worth it. I think it's probably better use of our mana, but it's fine. Rank 1 Earth Shock. That's all we got mana for. But at least the damage is multiplied. There we go. Done. Okay. Let's take this back. I think Dar is actually in Stonard, right? Let's take a look at that. I'm pretty sure he's in Stonard. Dar, Stonard, Classic. Wow. Let's see what happens. It is Dar, right? D-A-R. Dar. Dar, NPC. He is, in fact, located in the swamp, in Stonard. In Stonard. Okay, perfect. I was almost running back down here because I thought this is where the turn-in was, but then as I read the quest text, it says, if you plan on heading to the coast, which suggested to me that it was not here because that is on the coast, right? So, let's go back to Stonard, turn our quest, Hearth to Orgrimmar, get our enchant for a two-hander that we cannot use yet, but soon can use, and then we'll fly to Thousand Needles. And so we'll probably end at Thousand Needles today. So I think the plan is I'm going to speed up the video for the flight down there. It's kind of long trek. And then when we get there, we'll turn our quest at the end of this episode, and then we'll be done for the day. I'll probably hearth back to Orgrimmar, and then off camera get back to Stonard. So the next episode we'll come back and finish up Continued Threat, as well as Swamp Talker, and the follow-up to Continued Threat. Yeah, I think that's the idea. Oh, something kind of cool. My druid, it looks like we may be transitioning him into a tank for the guild, which is cool. I'm really excited to tank on that druid. I'm pretty well geared. There's a few things I'm kind of deficient in gear-wise, but not awfully so. So I can easily off-tank. I can probably main tank most boss fights, truthfully. but we'll see. Let's see, where is this guy? So I'm kind of excited about that opportunity. I've got to figure some things out. And so what I'm doing is I'm looking up all the things I need as a tank for consumables. There's quite a few, actually. But I've got most of them already. I know them pretty well, but there's still a few I'm kind of looking into. Okay. Fresh meat. You will receive. Yes. 3750 experience. Cool. Alright, let's go to Astral Recall, back to Orgrimmar. Let's get our enchant, because we got a buddy there that can do it for us. So I'll show you what I was going to do. Oh, we've almost got a quest here. Not quite there. Alright, these are the materials: large, brilliant shard, living essence, essence of undeath. We're going to put on this two-hander, which is going to be funsies. Where's this guy at? Where are you at? I don't see him. He's probably in the bank. Let's see. There he is, tiny little guy. Alright, let's do this. Let's put this here, and then... Oh, that's not what I want. We're going to trade him everything over first. Alright. Not enough space. Fail. Let's try again. See if he cleared some space up. Sure. That works. Let's trade again. Let's throw a tip in there. Not much, but... Oh yeah. That's the silliest weapon, the Terran Icebreaker with life stealing. I'm psyched about that. That's awesome. Let's trade again. Send all that water back over. Look at that cool little, it's like faint, but there's a little purple glow going on there. Excited about that. That is not the most useful thing ever, but I'm really excited about it nonetheless. I think it's cool. I'm super awesome, super jacked for that. Compared to our current weapon, 43.5 DPS, this is 49.6, so it's about a 5-6 DPS upgrade. It's faster though, so the straight up crit damage won't be as big from like crazy whirlwind proccing stuff, but honestly, I really just like using epics that are fun like this, even though it's not the most efficient thing, and there's a chance on hit for a giant fireball, and we have life stealing on that now, so I'm going to be pretty happy about it once we get it all equipable, which is going to be a little bit to go still. Okay, I'm going to vendor off some of this trash. That's not vendoring that off. Zesty clam meats, tender crab meats, seaweed, staff. It's soulbound Murloc chopper. Let's go in. We have so many of these fish oil at this point. Oh, we have so many. Soulbound food I don't really care about. I think the rest of this I'll mail off to bank characters. But first, before we log, let's we got about an hour left on our timer for our quest I picked up at the beginning of the episode. Alright, here we go. I've also got this one-hander that I'll use for tanking once we get a couple more levels, level 49, so we're a little bit off from that. What am I sending out? Let's see. That goes there. This goes to my enchanter. And we've got a lot of potions. Actually, this is a pretty beefy potion. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and keep that beefy potion we got there. Let's put this over here. And we're just going to vendor off our lowest potions here that we've not been using for so long. We're just going to let them go. Now that we're getting to the point where we're picking up some of these bigger things, it's kind of nice. Alright. Well, next thing we need to do is take this long flight. So I'm going to speed up the video for this. Sit back, relax, enjoy whatever music seems the most fun to me that I pick up from Epidemic Sound's website. And when we land, and then we run 2,000 needles, I will come back. So let's do one of these, hide the webcam. All right, we'll be back in a minute. Well, I landed and didn't get instantly ganked by Alliance, so that's a good start. We've got about 55 minutes now to run north, which is thankfully not that far of a run. So we're back to Cravel. Okay, let's see. Okay. But yeah, I'm psyched about this. I mean, so the one nice thing is, my understanding of Wind Fury is you want the slowest, highest damage dealing weapon you can get, because then when it procs, it blows stuff up, right? And so, to be fair, the Terran Icebreaker is a downgrade in the Wind Fury department, and I recognize that, I think, if I'm understanding it correctly. But again, it just looks kind of fun. Like, I'm just kind of looking forward to having a big two-handed mace with lifesteal on it, which I could have put on my staff, to be fair. With a proc that I don't know how often it procs. I think I read online it's fairly frequent. And honestly, if that proc hits with any frequency, an extra 200 damage, it's like it's more than an extra swing of this thing. It'd be more damage than this thing does in a swing. So it's a fairly high amount of damage, plus the damage over time on top of that is kind of cool. So I am looking forward to the proc. Whoops, run a little bit too far north. Alright, here's Cravel. Let's see what the follow-up to this is.
Talk to me.
Hello, Soupa. Was Fizzlebub able to help us? He was. Wonderful. Fizzlebub came through. I'll remember that next time I see him. And thank you, Soupa. You're doing a great job, and we both stand to make a lot of money from this. 3750 experience. There's the stout. Cask of Fool Stout. Let's have a small taste. Oh, this is a mistake. Wait, what am I thinking? We have a job to do with this stuff. Hey, good job. Okay.
You got my attention.
Huh. Get the gnomes drunk. Bring the Fool Stout to the gnome pit boss.
Watch your back.
Is that how I want to get drunk? Yeah, let's do that. Let's get the gnomes drunk. I'm gonna get the goblins drunk, but I want to get the gnomes drunk. Which sounds weird because I'm a goblin engineer, but I'm gonna make it so. Hi, you have something for me? I do. Alright. Stout, how considerate. Drunken pit crew. He's casting it? That's really funny. That's very amusing to me. Okay. 308 experience. Alright, and report to Crank, Fizzlebub, and Booty Bay.
Be good.
What a silly quest. Okay. Well, I think we're going to stop here for today. The good news is, we're going to hearth out of here. The good news is, we got that back, right? The report, yeah. Oh, we can read the report too, can't we? There it is. Loading screen got me. Alright, I want to see the report. What does it say? The beverage you gave me, my associate, was a huge success. Not only is the drink strong, causing a huge dulling of wit, it seems to have an addictive quality. That's wonderful. We are indebted to you, Crank, and I invite you to come to Shimmering Flats or to send a confidant to take advantage of the new gambling opportunities we have here. That's cool. Okay, we're going to stop here for today. I'm going to get us back to Booty Bay so we can turn in this quest finally. And maybe that's the end of it. Maybe. I mean, there's no reward here, so maybe it's not the end. Maybe there's still a follow-up, but hopefully that's the end. Very soon. Let's go back to Booty Bay next episode, turn that in, and then we'll go back to Stonehard, finish the Murloc quests, and then I think we might be done in Stonehard next episode, assuming there's no follow-ups to this Booty Bay quest here. Yeah. Anyway, that is all for today. Thank you guys for watching. Did I do this? Yeah, let's take the boat.
Down.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.